All right. Here we go. Mike Lee Kineric, or Raven, podcast. Yes, I can say podcast. Number 9. Who is who was and is no longer, and who will be forever. HagAnaH Ranking, essentially Mike Lee Kineric's ranking. All right. Before I get into this video of 13 minutes, I'm going to give you the history that brought us here. Okay. In 1996, I get a phone call from Krav Maga Worldwide, I believe, don't quote me on that, I think it was John Whitman at the moment, telling me that I'm in violation of trademark and I can use Krav Maga and blah, 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 and this and that. Then another guy got on the phone, I don't know who the fuck he was, he got a little bit funny with me, and I say, I'm done with this conversation. Okay, so I call Ron Mizrahi at the moment. I said, I just got a call from Krav Maga Worldwide, guy named fucking John Whitman. What's going on? He says, well, and at that time, I just got my brown belt under Ron Mizrahi, and he said, I am not granting you, the rights to teach under me. Little I knew they were going to make the phone call telling me I'm in violation. So Ron says to me, and I fucking love Ron Mizrahi, obviously, says to me, my brother, Achi, just pay the licensing. For you, it's easy. You're a very successful school. At that time, I had 300 students. I was in Western. And it says, just pay the monthly licensing and you can teach. So I said, let me, I'm confused here. What? And he says, well, Darren Levine, that runs Krav Maga Worldwide, owns the trademark of Krav Maga. For you to commercially teach Krav Maga, you have to either get certified with him and pay licensing fees, or because you're under me, you only have to pay licensing fees. And I think, don't quote me on that, I think it was like anything around $400 or $500 a month or something like that. And I said, let me get this straight. I am going to pay a guy that's overweight, that smokes cigarettes, that never fought a day in his life, acts like he's fucking a queen bee, and I'm not going to call him the king bee, the queen bee of Krav Maga, and I'm going to give him money while I've never met this guy? Get the fuck out of here. The next day, I call in the morning my graphic designer, and I said, I need a logo with an Israeli flag, a Golani tree, a knife, and the word HagAnaH. And I need it by today by 5 p.m. Guy says to me, his wife was the designer, he's a friend of mine, a student of mine. He said, sir, she needs at least 10 days. I go, I don't care how much it's going to cost me. I need it by today, 5 p.m. By 5 p.m., he showed up with a disc, because at that time there was no smartphones, fancy schmancy. It was all, you had to put the disc in the computer. I put the disc in the computer, and the first ever HagAnaH, logo, I'll show you. This logo, right there, this logo, the first HagAnaH logo was created, and I called Ron and I said, I'm not teaching Krav Maga anymore, I am teaching HagAnaH. Ron says to me, who the fuck you think you are, Bruce Lee? I go, no, I'm fucking Mike Lee. And the rest is history from 1996. So that's how HagAnaH was created in America. I didn't launch HagAnaH as I didn't plan on it. I just want to teach Israeli martial art, and then this, whatever the fuck you want to call it, attorney, hold the trademark, I'm just going to say the word, bully people into paying him because he had the trademark. Get the fuck out of here, right? So since 1996, I have been teaching HagAnaH, okay? The first generation of my black belts, MLK black belts, okay, were ranked under HagAnaH USA. This is the certificate, HagAnaH USA, and the fight logo was here. The second generation is HagAnaH Apex. The logo on top is the HagAnaH logo, and it's got the wolves around the certificate. Both certificates have, in small print, this one is right here in small print. The other one is in the center. Both of the certificate, and I'll read it, say, this certificate is subject to be revoked if black belt is inactive for 11 months or more. It's in writing on every black belt certificate. I have never enforced that. It's been 30 years, I have never revoked a black belt. Okay, some black belts left me And when you leave me as a black belt, you can never come back. Never. Okay. I had an incident like that. Back in, I don't know, 15 years ago, there was this guy online called Rob Hammock that was fucking telling stories about me and fucking saying I was never an Israeli commando. And then Nir Maman joined his campaign, which since then Nir Maman has asked to put that water below the bridge and extended an olive branch, and I accepted it. I think it was like 3 years ago when he came out with his knife. So I accepted it in the spirit of like water below the bridge or what the fuck you call it. But I had some black belts when that campaign, when Rob Hammock, which by the way, Rob Hammock ended up being completely wrong about everything, and he ended up fucking killing himself because he was going to go to jail forever for racketeering and all kinds of fucking crazy shit because he was doing a lot of bad things to a lot of bad people. I fought him in court. It went into a settlement. I took the money of the settlement, bought myself a new fucking motorcycle at that time to go like this to him. But since then, that gentleman has killed himself because he fucked over a lot of people and he was about to go to fucking jail, but that's beside the point. But when that happened, Nir Maman joined him and started saying, I'm not this, I'm not that. And one of my a few black belts left me, and one of them was Victor Kalakakas, I don't remember his last name, some Greek guy. He joined Nir. When Nir Maman asked for my forgiveness and extended an olive branch, which I accepted, and I said, fine, I'm okay with that. It's the past. You did what you did, whatever. And so he reached out to me, sir, I heard you and Nir patched up. I want to reconnect. I go, motherfucker, you can't reconnect. Me and Nir patching up things is for the spirit of the leadership of Israelis teaching in America and North America, Israeli martial art. So I did that as a gesture, not as because it was my plan. But you motherfucker, a black belt left my organization? No. Never gonna happen. Don't fucking contact me ever again. You left. So I've never revoked black belts, but black belts left me. And when they left me, I've never chased them, but they can never come back. So now let's talk about who is who is and is no longer, and who will be forever. All right, so there are 3 types of black belts out there under Mike Lee Keneric. Actually, let's say 4. The first type of black belts are my Taekwondo black belts from Authentic Taekwondo when I was teaching Taekwondo in Western 35 years ago. Okay, I've made many black belts. Some of them became champions in life. Some of them became champions in the sports. Sometimes some people became champion in leadership in martial arts. They have martial arts schools. So that's my first generation of black belts, okay? Then came HagAnaH USA, the first batch of HagAnaH black belt, until that idiot Rob Hammock was trying to fucking say bad shit online, which we fought him. Then I created the HagAnaH nucleus to kind of like control who's loyal to me more, stays, and who's like, I don't know, because a few black belts were migrating to fucking that camp of Rob Hammock and fucking Nir Maman and one of my ex-black belt named Evangelos. So they were migrating and I said, okay, fine. I'm going to separate them. And I created the HagAnaH nucleus. And then came the HagAnaH Apex black belts. So that's HagAnaH, first the Taekwondo black belts, then HagAnaH USA, then HagAnaH Apex. And finally, my Blade Warrior Artist black belts in knife fighting that happened in 2020. Okay, so let's talk. There are people that I have not seen in years. Forget 11 months, okay? This was designed that I see all my black belts once a year, at least at the conference, and it was the mandatory coming once a year. If you're a black belt under me, I expect to see you on my mat at least once a year. If not, for what? All right. So in 2020, I created the Blade Warrior Artist as well. And there are black belts that I have not seen since then or since before. Okay. If you go to HagAnaHapex.com, okay, there is a chart of black belts. There's a chart of all my black belts. That chart is being revised as we speak and will be a new chart as of January 15, 2026, and it'll be considered HagAnaH Legacy black belts. HagAnaH Legacy black belts, and those black belts are basically forever. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over that fucking list, and there are people that I've not seen for years. I'm taking them off the list, okay? However, I'm going to be nice. because Michael Ikenerk is at a point in his life that you are right, I am wrong, life goes on, nobody can piss me off. I march to my own drum, but I'm going to do it really nice. If you in that chart and I've not seen you for at least 3 years, okay, 3, not 11 months, 3 years. If I didn't see you at least for 3 years, you no longer will be on that chart as an active black belt. Your name will appear in the new website, in HagAnaH Legacy website. In the bottom, it will say honorary inactive black belts who left HagAnaH in good standings. And their names will be listed under that list. So if I have a black belt, okay, let's pick up one that I've not seen for at least 3 years. Fuck. And again, it's just popped in my mind. Johnny Tiano. I've not seen Johnny Tiano for at least 3 years. Not seen him. Not certifications, not a conference, no nothing. But he's a great guy, and life goes on, and he's doing his own thing now. So he's left in good standing. He will be listed honorary inactive black belt Johnny Tiano. Without a rank of a black belt, without first, second, third, fourth, fifth degree, just the name. Those that are migrating from HagAnaH Apex to HagAnaH Legacy that are active, they will either be the same rank or either will be promoted at the conference in January, because I have a conference in January, and I've asked all my black belts to send me a list of all the certification, the seminars they did with me, when they got their black belts, what ranking, everything, so I can have a blueprint to see if they're up for promotion. If they're up for promotion, so let's say now, for an example, I'll give you an example. One of my local, Dr. Joe Bogard, okay, he's a 4th degree black belt. That motherfucker has attended everything I've done to the T since forever. He's up for promotion to 5th degree black belt. In January, he will be in HagAnaH Legacy. The website on the chart is as a 5th degree because he's getting promoted because he's active. So if somebody is not, if I've not seen you for 3 years, you will not be listed at the HagAnaH Legacy website, which is my new website from there on, okay? And you will not be revoked. I'm not revoking anybody. You'll be listed. For an example, I'll give you another one. Let's take a Blade Warrior, okay? Blade Warrior, okay? There'll be HagAnaH Legacy Blade Warrior black belts that are active, okay? I'll give you an active Jose Devil Dog. He comes to the knife fighting certification. I see him at the conferences. I see him at least 3-4 times a year. He will not get deleted in that HagAnaH Legacy Blade Warrior black belt. He will be listed and he will be up ranking 1 up. So if he's a first or second, I think he's either first or second at Blade Warrior, he will be promoted. Okay. Take JB for an example. JB Glassinger came in 2020, got his Blade Warrior artist black belt. He's not an HagAnaH black belt, he's a Blade Warrior black belt, but I've not seen him since then. He goes in the list of honorary inactive black belt. And in honorary inactive black belt, I'm not separating that one was HagAnaH, that one's Blade. Just their names are going to be there as honorary inactive black belts. Others will be listed HagAnaH Legacy black belts, HagAnaH Blade Warrior Legacy black belts. So that's what's going on. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I dreaded it, but I think it's time, especially with my fucking 30 years anniversary of HagAnaH. I created HagAnaH in 1996. So if somebody is not active, I'm going to call it out. I'm not going to revoke anybody. I'm in a good mood. I could just revoke ranks. Not going to revoke you. I'm just going to let everybody know who is active and who is who right now, who is and no longer will, and who will be forever. The legacy black belts, that's written in stone, motherfuckers. All right, guys. Today's podcast number 9.